Well, hi again. Welcome to ChessBase Workshop. I'm Steve Lopez. Thank you for clicking on that link and joining us. Last time around, we looked at how to create user-defined keys, how to create your own theme keys in ChessBase 11. Left out a couple of things we're going to look at this week, a couple of more details that might have clouded the issue. But now that you've had a week to fool around with the procedure, we can go in now and refine it a little bit, show you a couple more things. You'll recall that you double-click on the icon for your database in question. In this case, we're working with the Cochrane Gambit. We can go to Themes, and these are the keys that we created in the last video. But we didn't do everything we can do. One of the things you can do is edit a key. In other words, I typed king and pawn endings. Let's say that I wanted to change it to say pure pawn endings. How would I do that? I can either hit the F2 key on the keyboard, or I can right click, go to edit, and then edit here in the submenu. It takes me back to where I can basically keep my same criteria. I don't want to mess with this. This is what I set up to make the king and pawn endings. Click OK, and now I can change the way it's worded. So notice by hitting F2, you not only can change the key itself, the guts of the key, the defining criteria of what makes that key a key. In other words, I could have changed it to have bishop and pawn endings and change the wording to bishop and pawn endings. But all I want to do is change the wording here. So I just change the word, skip through the search mask, just change this, say pure pawn endings, click OK, and there's pure pawn endings. And it's still 14 games. Didn't change anything. One of the things we didn't talk about was what happens if you wind up with a key that you don't want. You just want to get rid of it. If you later want to delete a key, just highlight it and hit the delete key on your keyboard, or right click, go to edit, select delete. Delete keys? Oh heck yeah. And it's gone. The display is going to look a little weird until you go out and come back. Just exit the database, come back in, click on themes. Notice it's gone. Just that quick. One more thing you can do is you can create subkeys of existing keys. How do you do that? For example, I want an overall classification, quick wins in 20 moves or less. Well, let's say I want to break this down where I just want the white wins in 20 moves or less. How do I create a key for that? I highlight the parent key, the next step up in the hierarchy, quick wins 20 moves or less, right click, select edit, and I go to insert new sub key. We're going to create a sub classification as a part of this classification. We're going to do a new key, a new index. It's going to be a subset of quick wins. Click on that. We get to come back here, and notice you have to reset everything. So you do have to come back and put in your original criteria, in this case 1 through 20. And then if I want white wins only, click 1-0, select OK. Then you get this, which is a little cryptic. So we want quick white wins. Go over here, click OK. Notice there's a little plus sign next to quick wins 20 moves or less. We click the plus sign and we see there's a sub key, quick white wins 0 games. That's because we have to go back to opening keys, classify all keys, deselect openings, just do themes, click OK. Wait a second. Now we see that 52 of the quick wins are white wins. And if we click down here at the bottom, notice nothing but white wins, nothing but short games 20 moves or less. That's how you create sub keys. I could go even deeper into this. I can make it quick white wins. All right, let's do something. Let's do another one to show you how deep you can make this. Edit, insert new sub key. We still have quick white wins. Year, 1901 to 2000. Click OK. Quick white wins in the 20th century. Edit, insert new subkey. And notice we have zeros. So we go back, opening keys, classify all keys, adjust the themes, click OK. And look here. And the reason why the two don't add up is we left out the 1800s. We have 48 wins in the 20th and 21st century combined, so of course there's just a handful in the 1800s. But you can click on a particular, notice that we can put two subkeys on the same level is what I'm driving at here. First we have quick wins in 20 moves or less, 94 games. And we can click on that, we can get all the quick white win, or the quick wins rather. We go here to quick white wins, and we go here to get all the quick white wins. But the funny part about it is, notice that it's only showing games from the 1800s. Even though there's supposed to be 52 games here, that means we have subkeys we can go to. Click on that plus sign. Here are the games, the 4 games from the 1800s. If we want quick white wins in the 20th century, we go here. If we want them in the 21st century, we go here. And our list will change, and we can go to a particular time period. So you can nest subkeys as deeply as you want to. You can combine them, you can nest them together, or I could have had just separate keys. I could have had one that said quick wins. Right under it on the same level, I could have had these other ones. But it's just better to kind of nest them together that way. In case you decide to end up creating a whole bunch of keys, it just makes it easier to find stuff that are subsets of other keys rather than having a big long string of them. That's all there is to it. You can change the way things are worded by selecting a key and either hitting F2, or you can go to Edit and Edit. If you want to delete a key, right click on it, go to Edit and Delete. And if you want to create subkeys, just click on an existing key, right click, Edit, Insert New Subkey. So those are some additional key functions that you can play around with when you're creating your own keys in ChessBase 11. Till next time for ChessBase Workshop, I'm Steve Lopez, reminding you to please do have fun.